to start recording. And I'm also going to mute everyone. There we go. Okay. So let's just talk a second about heart opening. Like, what do we mean by heart openers? Heart openers are chest openers, and they bring together the shoulder blades, and up along the middle of your back between the shoulder blades, you have these rhomboid muscles, which tend to be weak for those of us in the Western culture because of all the sitting we do, you know, kind of rolling forward. See the middle of my back? They get kind of, so we want to like pull them together. We'll even do a rhomboid exercise just in case you ever want to just kind of target the rhomboids. Rhomboids are important for posture and for not caving in and sinking forward. So when you do a heart opener, you're naturally bringing the shoulder blades together and strengthening the rhomboids. Anyone else have anything else on their mind that they'd like to do? All right, then let's get started. All right, so let's come onto our mats in a seated pose. And just really coming into a nice, relaxed, seated pose. Let your legs open. Take a few moments to just let those thigh bones fall apart. Beginning to breathe. Well, you've been breathing already, but beginning to take your awareness to your breath. So really do the type of breathing that's deliberate. Okay, let's start with the rhomboids. Take your arms out to the sides. Bend your elbows. Take them toward each other. You can feel the rhomboids contracting already between the shoulder blades. Drop the tops of your shoulders and just bring the elbows in and then release them. Bring them in, squeeze between the shoulder blades and release. Feel that? Those are the rhomboids. Squeeze, release. Now listen, as you're doing this, keep the neck nice and relaxed. Drop your chin just a little bit. Yeah, right here. And release, just bringing some awareness to the rhomboids. Take the tops of your hands into your inner thighs or the insides of your knees. Let's begin to circle here. So some nice hip circling. Letting the head just roll as you do this. Close your eyes if you can, softening them. Just really dropping inside the body, the movement of your body here. And reverse direction. And then taking it back to center, bringing everything to neutral, feeling your spine, dropping the tops of your shoulders, right arm up to the ceiling, bend the elbow, take the left side of your head gently. Now soften the tops of both shoulders, then begin to press the right ear toward your right shoulder. Oh yeah, unlock your jaw. Breathing here into the left side of your neck. Feel how that radiates into the upper shoulder area, maybe even into the upper back. Eyes closed so you can really feel this. And then as the neck releases, you get a little more space, possibly press into the head just a little harder. So this isn't a struggle, right? It's almost as if that right arm is just a weight, taking the head to the side. Slowly and gently release your head back to center. Take the right palm onto the inner thigh or the inner knees. Drop your shoulders, lift the left arm, bend the elbow, take the other side of your head. Before you do anything else, soften those shoulders, drop them. Left ear to the left shoulder. Here it is, right side of the neck. You can open your mouth to release your jaw. And notice if you're clenching your inner thighs. Release them. Pull the navel back for stability in the core. Breathing here. Heavy arm. Little more pressure if that feels all right. Eyes closed. You can just feel the mental release. And then gently bringing your head back to center, both arms coming up, intertwine your fingers, bend your elbows. All right, now nestle the base of your skull into your palms. Squeeze at the bottoms of your palms into the base of your skull, and then press upward. Upward, as if you're just gently lengthening your neck. Now bring the head forward, elbows come down towards your lap. And just stay here and breathe. So here you can feel how the top of the spine is the neck, right? Those cervical vertebrae now are just bent forward, stretching, stretching. Now, right here, I want you to release between the shoulder blades. Release those rhomboids. Straightening the spine, taking the elbows out, coming back to where we started, opening the arms. Take your palms into the ground behind you. Fingertips are facing your buttocks. Lean back into your hands. So they're facing your buttocks and about as close as you can get them to your buttocks. Now, open the chest and lift it. Do you feel those rhomboids work? Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Gently look up to the ceiling, just enough where it doesn't hurt your neck. So it's just a gentle lifting. Those of you who want more, press your knees forward and lift your hips off the ground. If you're doing that, press deeply into the hands. Chest stays open regardless of how far up you came. And bring the hips back down. Open your legs into a nice V position here. Flex at the heels. Open your toes. Get it a little wider. Take your fingertips in front of you. Okay, and then walk them forward slowly. Let's begin to open the groin. Really, really slowly, everyone. We're just warming up. We're just starting. All right, once you've come down about as far as you're going to, take your palms into the ground, spread your fingers apart, drop your elbows toward the ground or into the ground. Press into the hands, into the arms, whatever is touching the ground. Look forward and press your chest forward. Okay, pretty intense for the inner thighs. Okay, now soften everything. Relax the spine and drop your head. Breathe into the groin, inner thighs. Press your palms into the ground. Straighten your elbows to lift yourself. Walk your hands back toward your body here. And spine is straight again. Take the arms out to the sides. Turn your palms behind you. Pinkies in front of you. Take the arms back. There's the rhomboids again. Squeeze them together as you press your chest forward. Now, notice the feeling in the back of your neck. I want it to be relaxed. So take your chin slightly to your chest if it's not. Turn your palms toward each other, bend your elbows, intertwine your fingers, and then straighten your arms. Now listen, if you can't intertwine your fingers. If you can't bring your hands together like that, just have palms facing each other. Squeeze the chest together as you lift your heart up to the ceiling and look up gently. Breathing here. Softening everything here. Bringing your hands to the tops of your legs. Swing your right arm over to the left leg. Bring your left hand to the outside of that leg, torso still facing forward. Draw your navel back. Turn your navel toward your left spine. Oh yeah, we're starting to twist in the spine. Feel that? Nice. Press your right heel into the ground. Flex your right heel, left heel. Now bend the elbows toward your body. Little hinging down, torso over that left leg. Now walk your hands forward towards your left foot. Come down a little deeper and just let yourself drop over your left leg. Knee can be bent. Now drop your forehead to your shin. Keep pressing your right heel into the ground and feel the magnificent release in the back of your left leg, all the way into your left hip. Stay down there. Don't pick up your torso at all. Take the left hand over the left foot. Grab the inside of the foot or the inside of the leg. Turn your torso forward. Bring the right arm over your ear and reach as you bend your left elbow. Yeah, left waist, left side body opens right up. Bring the arm up to the ceiling. Turn your torso forward some more. Bend that top arm, bend the elbow of the top arm, and just try to listen to this. Squeeze your right wing bone toward your left wing bone. Oh gosh, feel that in the right waist. Bring the arm back up. Take it over your ear. Turn your torso toward that leg. Release the left hand from over the leg. Bring it to the side again. Right hand to the inside. Drop down again. You're going to notice that you're more supple here, more open. Lift it up, walking the hands back toward you. Turn your torso forward. All right, left arm comes across. Left hand to the inside of the right leg. Right hand to the outside. Now, make sure you haven't turned your torso yet. If you have, turn it forward. Okay, relax your elbows and your shoulders. Pull your navel back toward your spine. Turn it toward the right leg. That's going to take your torso. Walk your hands, and as you walk them forward, dig that left heel into the ground. Dig it into the ground. So keep using that left leg. Now walk your hands toward your feet. Now drop over that leg as you bend your elbows back. Breathing here. Now you get to really feel the back of that other leg, your right leg. Soften everything up, jaw, neck. Don't pick up your torso at all. Just take the right hand over the leg, grab the inside of the foot or the inside of that leg, bending the right elbow. Bend the right elbow some more. That's going to take you a little deeper. Lift the left arm, reach it out. Turn your torso towards center. Bend the right arm some more to come down deeper. Oh, feel that left side body. Lift your left arm to the ceiling. Now you bend that elbow and bring it back a bit, turning your torso. Now, left shoulder, just try this, just internally with your mind's eye. Go to the left wing bone and squeeze it down toward the right wing bone. Yeah. Lift the arm, bring it over your ear, reach out again, turn your torso toward the leg, left hand to the inside of the leg, right hand to the outside of the leg, drop down again. Now you're more warmed up. Walk your hands back, pick up your torso, take it back to center. All right, flex both heels. Bring the fingertips out to the sides as wide as you can. Walk them forward. Now begin to slide them forward. Keep the arms nice and open. Open, open. And bring the front of your torso toward the ground and your face. Breathing here. Deep belly breaths here. Now listen, press your palms into the ground. Drop your forehead toward the ground. Release the back of your neck. Feel your belly moving. Feel the inner thighs respond to that movement. And walking your hands towards center, bringing it back towards center. All right, let's get into a table pose. Okay, ooh, feel those groin muscles. All right, let's work them a little more. Knees to the sides of your mat, big toes together, pull your navel up, press your hips back towards your feet all the way, all the way, all the way, and then slide or walk your hands forward, dropping your torso toward or into the ground, forehead as well. Now really soften your back body here. Let it drop, let it open. And then lifting your torso, walking your hands back, taking your knees, making them parallel, take the hands forward, and come into your tabletop pose again. Check out your architecture. Look back at your feet. They should be hidden behind your thighs because they are also hip distance apart, just like the knees are. Look down at your fingers, middle finger, run a line up to the top of your mat. Look for 2 T's. Press into the hands. Listen, isometric, powerful stuff. And the cool thing about isometric, once you learn how to do that internal muscle stuff without even moving the body, you can do that in all sorts of places. No one even knows you're exercising. Okay, press into the outer edges of both hands. Now press into the big finger, the pointer fingers, all the way up to the tip. Yep, both knuckles. Now the pinkies, now the thumbs, now every finger in between. Nice. Now lift your belly and drop your head, cat pose. Press deeply into the hands. Take the wing bones apart here to open up space between them. Press into your toes, into the tops of your toes, your toenails. Now bend the elbows back, bring the heart forward, lift the tail, and cow pose. Press into the hands. Feel this cow pose. Okay, we're deliberately stopping in cat and cow here just to visit each of those poses. All right, back is rounded. Hips are open behind you. Here we go. Inhale here. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, tabletop, press into the palms. Bring your left knee in just a few inches. Send your right leg back with a flexed heel. Pull your navel up. Contract your right butt cheek. Okay, nice flex in that right heel. And we're going to pulse. We're going to make really slow and controlled pulses. They're slow. And not only are you pulsing, but you're lengthening the leg, pushing out through that flexed heel. Hold it a little higher, hold it a little higher. Swing that leg to the left, it's straight. Make little circles with the heel. I'll go the other way so you can see. Little circles with the heel. And then reverse. Keep that leg high. Swing it to the left as far as it can go. Drop into the toes of the left foot. Okay, So notice how the left foot is out toward the back corner of your mat, right? The back left corner. Now press forward into the hands as you slide your left toes diagonally. Your right toes diagonally to the left, excuse me. And now you can come upon your left hip and just drop into it with your torso. Now, if you can't drop your torso into that inner thigh on the left side, that's okay. Just drop down as much as you can. Breathe into that left hip. This is a really good hip opener. Now lift the torso. The toes will begin to slide forward. Lift that leg behind you again. Flex the heel, bend the knee, push the heel up to the ceiling here. Higher, higher, higher. Press into the palms. That's it, that's it, that's it. Now listen, right knee is going to stay bent. Bring it behind your right elbow. Bring it there. Send it back and up. Knee is bent. It stays bent. And up and forward, up and forward, bring it up and forward, keep it up and pulse it to the ceiling, squeezing the left butt cheek. You don't even have to squeeze it, right? It squeezes on its own, making this movement. All right, bring that knee down. Take it in an inch or two from your tabletop pose. Send the left leg out and flex the heel. Notice if you're buckling into the shoulders, and if you are, press into those hands. Keep the arm bones long. All right, let's begin to pulse that left leg to the ceiling. Keep the leg long, long, long. So you really want to try to keep the leg straight for this one. Keep the belly lifted. So using your core here, you're not dropping down. Now swing it out to the side and make circles. Keep the heel flexed. Reverse the circles. Swing that leg back. Okay, now leg, left leg, the one you have lifted, swing it all the way to the right, as far over as you can. Drop into the toes. Okay, toes are curled. Slide back as you press forward toward the palms. Ooh, begin to feel that right hip opening up beneath you. As far back as you can get, everyone. And then drop into that hip. Now listen, you want to keep the left leg straight, the toes pressing into the ground, so the left leg stays active. Don't bend it, keep it straight here. Now, if you want to go even deeper, drop your torso all the way over your right inner thigh. Breathe here and feel it. And slowly lifting your body, taking that left leg back behind you and lift it again. Bend the knee, press the heel up toward the ceiling. Keep those arms nice and long. Keep the shoulders nice and open and strong. And pulse up to the ceiling, little pulse. Now we're going to do the one where we bring that bent knee to the back of the elbow and then back up to the ceiling again. So forward with the knee and then back. Forward, back. Two more. Nice form, nice and controlled. And bring the knee down. Rearrange things until you find a nice tabletop pose again. All right, we're going to thread the needle. We want to open up that space between the shoulder blades. All right, So yeah, so we make it strong in the rhomboids, but of course you always want to keep it nice and supple and stretched. Okay, thread the needle. Let's start with the right arm. Right arm comes up and then scoop that hand behind the left wrist. Right palm is up, drop into your right shoulder all the way to the ground. And then once you're there, rearrange that left hand. Put it in a position where you can forget about the left shoulder. You may even want to bring it up to the ceiling. Nice soft palm facing the ceiling. You may even want to give yourself a bind here. And then take your awareness back to the right shoulder. Feel how as you breathe, you lift and lower weight onto that shoulder. And then your left hand, bring it right in front of your face into the mat. Straighten that left arm to lift yourself. Bring yourself to table pose again. I just want you to close your eyes and notice the difference between the right shoulder and the left shoulder. How do they feel different? Can you feel that? That opening in the right shoulder that you just did? Left arm comes up. Sweep it behind the wrist, drop into the left shoulder, rearrange the right hand so the right shoulder can be nice and happy, easy. So it takes several breaths for the body to get used to this. It's an awkward pose. And then if you want to add on that right arm, go for it. Remembering that even if you add the arm stuff, this is a left shoulder release. So just notice how you have that left wing bone, that scapula, right underneath you, and all the soft tissues, all those muscles around it, get this gorgeous stretch. Right palm in front of your face, lift up, and back to table pose here. Dolphin pose, elbows to the sides, clasp your hands, little hole in the middle with your hands, right? With your thumbs below and your index fingers above. Now, before you do anything else, I want you to lift your belly, press into the arms so much that you begin to feel your shoulders. All right. Now, if you want to, that's all you need to do. If you want more, if you want to come into a full dolphin, take your knees a little closer towards your arms, curl your toes, straighten your legs, drop your head toward that little hole in your hands. But listen, you can feel your head there, but there's no pressure on the neck at all. You're pushing into the arms. Keep your belly lifted, everyone. Push your heels back if you're in dolphin. Walk your feet a little forward. Drop the heels again. Drop the knees if you've lifted them. Tops of the feet into the ground. Come on up to table pose here. Make sure everything's aligned. We are coming up, 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 down dog. So curl your toes. Let's have some fun on the way up. Press into the palms until your shoulders light up. I mean, really press down into the palms. Lift your belly. Toes are curled. Press. Oh, let's get the toes. I forgot. Walk your hands back towards your knees. Lift your knees. Take your hands next to you. Give yourself some big tippy toes. And then really press down toward the toes. Feel the fronts of the feet open. Feel the bottoms of the feet open. All right, now bring it into table. All right, keep those toes curled. Okay, we are coming up. I just wanted to throw that in. Fingers are spread apart. Arms are long, belly's lifted. Look at your knees. I want you to pick your knees up off the mat about an inch or two. Press down into those hands. Feel the shoulders. Feel the chest work. Lift the belly, lift the belly. If you can't stay here, no problem. Get up into down dog. Hold it here. Hold it here. Now down dog for everyone. All right. Walk your dog a bit. Wag the tail, whatever feels good. Remember, you are moving back and away from the front of your mat. You're lifting your belly, taking your hips up and back all the time, getting the weight out of the wrists. All right, settle into it, settle into it. So no walking, no wagging. Release from the back of your neck. Press your chest up toward your thighs and feel the backs of your legs open right up. Bend your right knee. Press your left heel toward the ground. Push your chest back again. Feel the back of that left leg open up. Switch sides. Left knee bends. Push back into the right heel. Press the chest back. Now tippy toes, both feet. Now press your chest back, drop your heels. Nice, keep your belly lifted. Glide forward until the shoulders are over your wrists. Press the heels back. Take your left foot in about an inch or two. Lift your right leg. Okay. Bend the knee. Take it behind the right elbow. If you don't like this, just stay in your dog position. Now the left elbow and the right. Keep your belly lifted, windshield. Keep pressing into the hands. Keep the shoulders and the chest active. And release. Right leg up to the ceiling. Three-legged dog. Bring the right foot down. Lift the left leg up. Bring the left leg down. Glide forward again. Shoulders are over your wrists. Press your heels back. Lift your belly. Lift the left leg this time. Bend the knee. Left elbow, right. Left elbow, you got to use your core. You have to stay strong here. Right, left, right, left. Lift it up. Three-legged dog with the left leg up. Drop the left foot next to the right foot. Okay, separate the feet. Press the chest up and back, down dog again. Left foot comes in again. Right leg swoops up toward the ceiling. Turn your hips to the right. Press back with the left chest toward the left thigh. Lift the right ankle toward the ceiling a little more. Pulse it. Pulse it. Now flex your right heel. Keep that leg really long and really strong. Draw the navel back. Nice. Lift it a little higher. Bend the knee. Let the foot fall back. Press more deeply into the left hand. Keep the left arm, left shoulder strong and open. Now circle the right foot to get the ankle. Reverse direction. Straighten that right leg. Turn your hips so they're facing the mat. Look forward. Right foot comes forward between your hands. All right, lunge pose. And you know what to do here. You shimmy those left toes back. If you want to make a lot of space and really make this a nice, strong pose. Now, I want you to squeeze your left butt cheek and then press your right heel back. Open up the back of your right leg. Press deeply into the right foot. Okay? Keep the back leg nice and strong and straight. Now begin to straighten the right knee. Hips come back. We're coming into pyramid pose, everyone. Hands come back. Don't drop down yet. Press the hands into the mat. Look forward slightly. Now listen, I want to get that mid-back area, right? The rhomboids, because that has to do with a nice chest opener. So I want you to bend your elbows back just a little, just kind of almost feel it as you send your heart forward and press your left heel toward the ground. Now, as you're doing this, feel as if you're dragging both hands toward the back of your mat, but they're stuck in your sticky mat. Okay, that's the isometric part of it. Now release that. Take your left hand forward to the inside of your right foot. Reach forward with the right arm. Press that left heel back. Open that arm to the ceiling and twist. Bend the elbow and bring it back, twisting the chest forward. Release, bringing the right hand next to the foot again. Okay, hips are facing forward again. Torso's facing the mat. Drop the left knee and the top of the left foot. Walk your fingertips back, so you're lifting the torso, you're on your fingertips. Press the hips forward. Left hip flexor. Now straighten the right leg, dig the right heel into the mat, walk your hands back just a bit. So, toes to the ceiling, back of the leg is open. Press the back of that right leg toward your mat. Okay? Hands are about, I don't know, below your knee, between your knee and your ankles. Now bend your elbows back, look forward slightly and drop the belly toward your thigh, the inside of that right thigh. You're going to get a huge release in the hamstrings. And release, walk your hands forward. Curl those back toes, lift that back knee, turn the left toes out to the side, and take that foot forward a bit. You may want to walk the right foot out to the edge of your mat a little bit more. Look so that the right knee is over the right ankle, and then it's time to come up. Okay, hips are facing forward. If you need to rearrange that left foot to make the hips face forward, do so now. Turn the palms forward. Bring the elbows to the sides. I'm going to try to do this without slipping. Ah! Okay, a little dangerous. This rug has nothing under it. Okay, so we're like this. We're in warrior one, right? We're in warrior one. Now, elbows are bent. We got to get a nice heart opener here, right? So keep the elbows at the length, where they are in terms of relative to the ground height. And then bring the elbows back. Don't bring them down. Push the chest forward. Push the chest forward. Now lift the chest toward the ceiling and press into the edge of the back foot. Nice. Release back into warrior one. Take your hands in Namaste Mudra here. Bring them to your heart. Spread your fingers apart and lift your elbows. Push your hands into one another until you feel your shoulders and your chest light up. Drop the shoulders away from your ears, chin to the chest. Sit a little deeper here. Sit a little deeper. Press into that back foot. Okay? And bring the arms up again. All right. Now, take the hands in a Namaste Mudra overhead. Arms are straight, biceps are squeezed toward the ears. Lift the fingertips toward the ceiling, draw your navel back, squeeze your left butt cheek. Keep your back nice and straight, just as straight as the arms are, and come forward. Turn the palms away from one another and swing them out to the sides of your body so that your arms are now behind you. Palms are facing each other. Lift your heart forward as you squeeze your wing bones together. There's rhomboids. Do you feel them? Yeah, squeeze those rhomboids. And here we go. Squeeze, squeeze, palms toward each other. Little squeezes, everyone, squeeze. Press your chest forward, squeeze those muscles together between your shoulder blades, release it back up again, warrior one. Open up, warrior two, keep that left thigh open, everyone, right knee over the right ankle. Soften the shoulders, reach out toward the fingertips. Listen, press into your feet, both of them. Listen up again. I want you to feel like you're squeezing, like you want to slide your heels toward one another, one heel toward the other. Feel the inner thighs. Oh, right palm comes up, left arm drops, reverse warrior right here. Oh, open the right side of your body. Now listen, I want you to push your right rib cage up toward the ceiling and pull your navel back toward your spine. Back to warrior two. Find your drishti, soften your shoulders, widen the arms. See that drishti point? Bring your heart out to it. Yeah, press down into that right foot. Make the right thigh really active. Drop the right arm into the inside of the leg. Press the leg into the arm into the leg. Turn your torso forward. Lift your arm. Binders, this is your place to bind. You can bind the left or the right and the left arms. And release the right arm. Left, if you did a bind, left arm comes over the ear. Now listen, intense side stretch. Why is it called this? Because if you push deeply into the outer edge of your left foot, you begin to run energy up and down the left side of your body. Then if you reach out with the left fingertips, you get it into the arm. So you get the whole left side of your body. Ready to cartwheel up? Here we go. Warrior two again. Turn the right foot forward. Okay, check it out. Get yourself in a nice wide stance here. Toes facing forward or toed in. Hinge at the hips. We're coming down. Let your hands drop to the floor. Grab your ankles or whatever feels good. Now, right here is a place you can really release your spine, the muscles of your neck. Yeah, you just let the skull go. Let the jaw go. Take your palms under your head, straighten your arms and lift your belly. Walk your hands forward. All right, press into those hands. Feel the arms light up. Nice, press into them some more. Excuse me, lift your belly. Now drop your head between your arms. Push your heart way back there like you want to send it between your legs. Glide forward again, lift that belly, walk your hands back. Turn your right foot so that it faces the front of your mat again. Swing the arms around. Turn the left toes so they're facing forward. And you're up on your tippy toes back there. Your toes are curled. Now, press forward. Look forward. Getting this in the hip flexor and the inner thighs. And release. Here we go. Moving into pigeon pose. Walk that foot that's underneath you to the left side of your mat. Drop your knee to the other side. Slide the back leg straight back. Level your hips and then come on down. Those of you who do it on your back, you've got the right ankle at the top of the left thigh. You grab the back of the left thigh, bring it toward you. Okay, guys, let's really release here. Now, soften the wing bones. So scapula, just let them drop. And feel that space between where the rhomboids are.
Widen and release. Now bring the release to the back of your neck. And then drop more deeply into the right hip space. Now feel your belly moving beneath you. Make it part of the pose.
And slowly lift up. Lift up. If you're on your back, come on down with us. Okay. So coming into table pose, walking your hands back, getting up, standing on your knees. Okay. What kind of practice would this be without camel pose? Okay. That's such a huge heart opener. Okay. I guess sideways would be best. Okay. So standing on your knees. So it's like you're like Tadasana, except your knees are your feet. All right. Now, pull your navel back. Drop your shoulders. Bring your arms out to the sides. Draw your navel back again. Turn your navel to the right and swing your arms with your navel. Turn your right palm down. Drop it down toward your heel as you lift your left arm up to the ceiling. Release. Swing the arms forward. Pull the navel back. Turn it to the left this time. Left palm down. Drop it down toward the foot. Lift the right arm. Bring it up and over. So you're really lifting the chest to the ceiling. Feel the opening in the front of your torso here. Bring it back up, bring it forward. Those of you who like to do a full camel, bring your arms back, get one heel and then the other, and open your chest toward the ceiling. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Those of you who don't like full camel, do that same half camel, one side and then the other, like we just did. And release. Bring your butt down between your legs and your feet. Bring your legs out to the sides if you need to. Take a hold of your calf muscles. Pull that flesh out to the side so you can sit deep between your feet. Now, if this is too much for you, do something else. Okay, now come on back just a little bit. You can just come on your shoulders to start out with. Okay, getting those quadriceps, the fronts of the thighs. Those of you who want to come down deeper, bring your torso to the ground and your arms to the sides or overhead. Now this is intense. Breathe into those quadriceps. Let them soften. And release. All right. Now lift up. Bring your knees closer, and this time sit back on your heels so your butt isn't falling straight to the mat. Bring the arms up and overhead. Hands in Namaste Mudra, a soft mudra. Pull your navel back, and as you come forward, I want you to really round your back and tuck your belly button back. So not a straight back, the opposite, round down. It's going to open your lower back here. Nice counter pose to what we just did. And then you just drop into it as deeply as you can. Now, draw your navel back. Begin to come up. Rounded and slowly. Just like you got there. We're just reversing it. And when you're done, swing your arms forward. Bring it into tabletop. Curl your toes. Down dog. All right, right foot comes in just a bit. Left leg sweeps up this time. All right, just getting used to this again. Turn your torso and your hips to the left. Lift your left ankle and pulse it to the ceiling. Press deeply into your right hand. Keep your right shoulder open and strong. Lift the leg a little higher, bend the knee, let the leg fall back. Now you really have to press into your right hand here, everyone. Don't collapse into that shoulder. Keep it working. Circle the foot and then reverse it. Straighten the legs, turn your hips so they're facing the mat again. Look forward. Left foot comes forward this time. Shimmy those right toes back. Left knee is over the left ankle. Squeeze the right butt cheek. Press that right heel back just a little bit more. Come to the fingertips. Keep that back leg straight. Press the chest forward. Bend the elbows just a little bit. Release that. Press deeply into the left foot. Straighten the left knee. We're coming into pyramid pose. Walk your hands back. Bend your elbows back to drop your forehead toward your shin. All right, bring the hands forward just a little bit. I think we did it here. I'm not sure. Bend the elbows back, look forward. Press the right heel back. Maybe we didn't, but maybe we did. Do this in our pyramid pose. Release the left knee, bring it over the ankle. All right. Come to the fingertips, lift the torso, press the hips forward, right hip flexor. Drop the right knee to the ground and the top of the right foot. Okay, press deeply into the left sole of your foot. Now begin to straighten that leg, bring your hips back, walk your hands back with the movement. Bring your toes up to the ceiling, press the back of that leg down towards your mat. This is powerful. Bend your elbows back, drop some more weight down there. You get this in the left hip too, feel it. Walk your hands forward, press the left foot into the mat. Curl your left toes, bring that knee up off the ground. Look back there at that foot, hop it forward a little bit, turn it out about 45 degrees, maybe even take the left foot out a little bit, knee over the ankle, warrior one setup right here. And lift up, turn your palms forward, bend your elbows, keep your arm, so the arms are parallel to the ground, okay? So we're not taking the elbows toward the lower back this time. Now, bring those elbows back, there's the rhomboids, press the chest forward, see how they work together, chest opener and rhomboids? You can feel it right here. Now lift your chest toward the ceiling, press into that back foot for support. Nice, nice, nice. All right, release that, bring the arms up and take the hands overhead into a nice mudra. Squeeze the biceps into your ears, come forward here. Turn the palms away from one another, swing the arms back, press the chest forward, and just feel as if you're going to fly forward right over your left thigh. And those of you who want more, you can intertwine the fingers, press the knuckles back. Not necessary though. All right, release the arms forward and come up. Open it up to warrior two. Okay, we're gonna go back to warrior one. One thing that I forgot, warrior one, right here. Hands in Namaste Mudra. Bring them in front of you. Open up the fingers. Press the palms into one another. Lift the elbows. Press some more. Keep the shoulders low. I want you to get this in the shoulders and in the chest. If you don't get it, press more deeply. Chin to the chest, shoulders relaxed. Nice. All right, now warrior two, open it up. Rearrange things if you need to. Okay, check out that left inner thigh. Make sure it's not migrating inward. Rotate the left palm up, reverse warrior. Pick up the left rib cage, press it up toward the ceiling. Sit a little deeper. Warrior two again. Check out your drishti. Lift the chest, drop your shoulders, come out to that drishti. Drop that arm into the leg, press them into one another. Lift the left arm and turn your torso. Binders. Here's where you can throw a bind in. Release the bind. Take that arm over your ear, intense side stretch. Remember, here's where we really hung out a little while to feel it, pressing into the edge of that foot, feeling it up the side of that right leg, now into the waist as we reach out with the fingertips of the right hand. Now the rib cage, now the arm, all the way to the fingertips. Cartwheel up, warrior two. Arms come up, bring it forward. Come on down. Okay, lift that back heel, turn those toes forward, press that right heel back. Walk your foot that's beneath you to the right side of your mat, knee to the other side, pigeon pose. Those of you who do it on your back, turn over. All right, coming down, leveling the hips before we drop.
And here we go, softening the wing bones, your jaw. Feel the rhomboids, feel the space between the edges of your shoulder blades. Feel those edges of the shoulder blades fall apart and the rhomboids release. Drop more weight into the left hip. And then add the movement from your breath into your experience of this pose. And slowly releasing. Coming back into table pose, curling the toes, lift it up, step it to the center of your mat. Take your feet about hip distance apart. Bend your knees. Drop your belly between your thighs. Drop your head. And just hang out here, releasing everything. Bring your feet a little bit closer. Swing your arms back. Lift up. Inhale, swan dive forward, hinge from your hips, everyone. Exhale, inhale, lifting, monkey pose here. Exhaling, folding up once again. Grab the backs of your ankles. Sit in a chair, let your belly drop. Drop your head. Bend your elbows, clasp opposite elbows with hands. Let those wing bones drop, as well as your skull. Release the elbows, swing the arms back. We're going to waterfall. Inhale up. Exhale.
Inhale. Remember, when you exhale, you're going in a little chair back there. Right? You have to protect your lower back. You can't come down that hard, that straight. 3 more. 2 more. Last one, right here. Right here. All right. So just head side to side, release your neck. Knees are bent. Back is nice and just kind of draped over your thighs. Head just dropping in front of your knees here. Now slowly straightening this whole thing up. Just a nice ragdoll roll up. And when you're at the top, position yourself into Tadasana pose. Feel your body settle. Feel the strength from deep within. Draw your belly back, drop your tailbone, drop your shoulders, lift your heart slightly, slide your chin back towards your throat. Here we go, arms come up, hands create a Namaste Mudra right over your crown. Now bring that mudra to your heart and release. Forehead to the fingertips. All right, you know what? We have to put a spinal twist in. So come on onto your back. I know we're kind of getting low on time here. We will not be able to do core tonight, but you know, everything has core in it, as I always say. Okay, give yourself a nice hug here. Release, arms in a T pose, chin to the chest, soften the shoulders. Right leg over your left. Soften your shoulders again, legs drop to your left side. Breathing into the feeling of this twist. Looking to see if you're holding tension in parts of your body where you don't need it, neck or jaw. Softening your shoulders, just getting this huge spinal twist. Draw your navel back, bring your legs back to center, uncross, rock side to side, walking the hips down toward the bottom of your mat, chin to the chest, and knees bent. Left leg over the right this time. We're going to go down the other way, right side, slowly. Once the legs hit the ground, release the pressure in your arm and your shoulder on the right side. Now listen, for those of you who can't get your legs to the ground, just grab a pillow, put them under. Now, it's kind of too late now, right? In the middle of things, but next time, remember that, bring some pillow props. Because you really want this to be a passive pose, a pose where you're not using any of your muscles. You're just stretching them. It's a different feeling than when you're using them. Drawing your navel back, bringing your legs back to center. Okay, just little circles for the lower back. Reverse. Cross at the ankles, kick it up, and belly down. So, body facing the earth. Crocodile pose. Legs are open, feet are toed in. Soften across the back. In the pelvis, the buttocks, down the legs. So just clear everything out from your body right here. Restore.
If you're clenching at the shoulders a bit, release. If you're clenching through the buttocks or the inner thighs, let go. Now feel your belly moving, pressing into the earth. Hands on either side of your chest. Feet can come a little closer together, the legs still toed in though. Feel the palms pressing into the mat. Go ahead and press and feel that. Feel how it moves into the shoulders. Release that pressing in. Squeeze the elbows toward your body. Press them down toward your feet. Lift your pubic bone. Roll it to your belly. Drop it down again. Here we go. Cobra pose. It's slow. It's hypnotic. Press into the hands as little as possible, everyone. Use those back muscles instead. When you come down, draw those elbows in toward your body. Get the weight out of the hands as soon as possible. Then kiss your forehead to the mat and come up for another. Lateral twist at the top for those of you who want it. And back down. After you've kissed the mat for the second time, turn your head to the side. Release your arms to the sides of your body. Elbows bent, palms up. And then slow motion, turn your head to the other side. Don't create any tension. And then head back to center, palms to the sides of your body, pressed into the mat, lift up. Tabletop pose again. Lift your belly, round your tail toward the earth. Keep that little tuck that you just created in your pelvis and bring it back towards your heels. Feel the lower back open on the way down. And you're just folding up softly, draping your spine down toward the mat. Child's pose. And so remember, when you're in child's pose, you put your arms in a place where your shoulders do not get in the way. They're comfy as can be. All right, take a few breaths there. And for those of you who are staying for Shavasana, flip it over. And open up your body and let the earth take your weight. So you're releasing. I talked about a passive pose. This is the most passive pose there is in yoga. Completely passive. Physically passive, I should say. Okay? It's physically passive, and it is mentally, the mind body is actually getting strengthened here. All right? Because every time you do Shavasana, you realize that you have control over your thoughts and your mind, okay? These thoughts come in, but you can choose to notice them and then let go of them and go back to your body. So feel your body release with every inhale and especially every exhale.
And notice that part of you that is aware of yourself, your consciousness. Notice that part of your being that can go down to your right big toe and feel it. And notice when you bring that part of yourself, your awareness to the right big toe and you feel it, the right big toe releases and relaxes. That's just the way it works. So bring your awareness to your upper back and soften your wing bones more deeply toward the earth. And just above your wing bones, feel your heart center, feel your chest. Let your chest grow really, really soft. And you'll notice when your chest softens, your heart center softens, your mind releases. And then bring your awareness to your lower back and your buttocks. Feel them soften and release. Feel the rise and the fall of your belly above. Release both your legs, both your feet. Notice your belly rise and fall again. Let your skull really drop, releasing your jaw, your tongue, your lips, your face, your eyeballs, your scalp, and your temples. Feel that part of the body. Soften the upper back again and into your shoulders and down both of your arms and into both of your hands. Notice your torso, your entire torso. Feel the rib cage open up to accept the inhale and soften and come together again to release the exhale. Just experience your body, your relaxation. Mind wanders, just simply bring it back again. And there's your inner peace. Feel it. That's yours. Let it flow through your body. So healthy. Just feel your inner peace bathe you from within. Take it to your heart center, bathe your heart in it. Feel your heart open and soften with your inner peace. And for those of you who would like to put a sankalpa, a prayer, tension into your practice, you can do it now. Next exhale, release it. Go back to your breath and experiencing your body, experiencing the life within you, the peace that flows within you. And just feel the love that you are. Let that grow. Just let it sink in. And slowly begin your transition. And just keep in mind that inner peace and that love that belongs to you, right? That deepest part of you is always there, right? I mean, it's not like we always act on it and make decisions accordingly. We can, but we don't always. Okay. So it's not about perfection. It's just about remembering that that's what you are and that's what you have. And slowly rolling to one side. Slowly making your way to seated pose. Once you're in seated pose, close your eyes, drop inside again. Bring your awareness inward. And then bring your arms out to the sides, palms up. Inhale up and overhead. There's that mudra again. Feel it. Feel the hands come together softly. And then bring them to your heart. Namaste. All right. Happy Valentine's to all of you. Have a wonderful evening. And hopefully I see you next week.